We adopted the Alliance Tour Duty framework. Actually, it was even before the book. So we had a really strong performer here. Her name was Jody. Her name still is Jody. She was fantastic. She started with us somewhat new to marketing, and she was one of our first marketers, and she embraced a ton of these new concepts and built our whole demand generation program using new technologies and really delivered a ton for us. And then at one point in time, she came to me and she said, "Toby, I've decided to leave." And I was like, "Oh crap, like we're losing Jody, like this stinks, what do I need to do to prevent this in the future?" But then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't know if I want to prevent this in the future. Like, this is a success story, right? At Kapost, we want to hire really ambitious people who want to grow, and do better and better things, and they're go-getters. We call them running backs.
So I've been at Kapost for just under a year, so not quite a year yet. So I thought, I'm going to be a customer success manager. I can totally do that. But I kind of got to this point where I thought, okay, where do I want to go after this? And a lot of the typical paths that I would take from the position that I was in, I didn't necessarily want to do those. And so I really had to ask myself, well, why is that? I definitely had to spend some time being very reflective in terms of what type of work do I want to be doing and what gives me energy and what makes me happy and where do I get my focus from. That really led me over to the product side. So kind of away from customers and working one-on-one with our customers and focusing more on our product and focusing on, how can we meet the needs of our customers and how could I contribute to that process without necessarily being a developer, because I'm not, a coder.
I've been with Kapost for 9 months now. I think the most rewarding part of the tour of duty for me is, I actually kind of am ending my first tour here. So in July, I'm actually going to move over to the engineering team, which is something I've wanted, since I started. So it kind of feels like I'm closing out on my first tour and I'm about to start a second tour. Being able to take on new positions and responsibilities is like one of my favorite things about Kapost. You're kind of able to do whatever you want as long as it's bettering the company. And I can't imagine working at a place now where that's not an option.
So Kapost is helping me with my career aspirations in particular right now by actually letting me go part-time. I've worked here for about 1.5 years. And worked full-time up until just a couple months ago. And right now I'm working a little bit less time so that I can focus on learning some new skill sets, namely writing and programming, which I think will eventually help the company. They're still able to use the year of experience that I've put into the company. So I think it's a pretty good relationship and I'm really happy about it because I get to explore stuff.